Good day to you. Earth-based Englishman here. I'm going to take you back to where it all began, where the first video was done. I hope it inspires you like it inspired me. Enjoy.
Almost 2 years ago, at the start of the COVID lockdown in the UK, I did my first video here, thinking about nature. Nature hasn't really changed much in 2 years, with the exception that it's been able to thrive while people haven't been going out. It's still been a place that people have been advised to go to. Now that people are going out more, or they're not locked inside their homes as much, places like this can still be an escape, a tranquil place to meditate, to think, to write. Maybe they inspire you to write a tale of the stream, similar to one of my other videos, the stream and the spiritual journey. This kind of thing inspired me to do that. But this is a place where you can connect with nature, even if you can't get out to it yourself. The fact you can see it, you can hear it, it gives you a sense of calm, maybe a sense of well-being. Our minds might be going 10 to dozen, thinking of lots of things we should be doing or shouldn't be doing. I've literally just tested negative for COVID, having had that for the last 2 weeks and been poorly before then. That's why there's not been as many videos. And this is the first place I thought of to come to when I could. When I could leave the room, leave the home. Because sometimes we're not able to see or feel joy, especially first thing in the morning when we just got up. But how I get by it, the sound of the birds, always makes me smile first thing in the morning. How the clouds are. There's hardly any clouds at all in the sky today. You can't quite see that. I'll pop a bit of a video in of the sky shortly. But it's just places like this that makes me feel relaxed, able to commune, to ground, to reconnect myself with myself. Sometimes we find that difficult. We don't have a church to go to listen to a sermon. We don't have a temple to stand in and sing in the choirs. Well, this is my temple and you can hear the choir around me. This is what pagan means to me. This is what being earth-based means to me. This is a spiritual place, if ever there was one. You can hear the spirit of the stream. You can feel, you'll be able to see the breeze, effects of the breeze just then. It's like the earth's talking to me. That's the first breeze, and it weren't until I mentioned about the spiritualness, that it happened. And there I have it again. But it's that calm. That energy I can feel around me. The spirit of the land in all its glories. There's buttercups out in full regale. Probably see some yellow in the background. The birds are singing. The chicks have probably just flown the nest or about to. Because this is spring. The clocks go forward soon. Or by the time you see this, may have already done so. But it's a step forward, it's a spring forward. It's a way to bring the energy that's around us forward. To embrace it. To feel, to be. Recently I've been asked a question about headwear as part of the religion. In general, paganism doesn't have a set thing for wearing headgear. But some traditions do encourage it. Some wear just a band, some wear a hat. I wear a hat as not all the time, but more often than not, because it keeps the sun off my head. It makes it so I can see where I'm going when it's a bright day. Because sometimes sunglasses aren't enough. But the sun is one of my patron gods, if you would, Ra. And when I'm doing my worship, I don't wear a hat, because I try to get the full energy there. In a place like this, it allows me to catch the breeze. Because any breeze that comes forward stops around here. And even though my sense of smell and taste have not come back properly yet from COVID, I can still get a sense of it being there. But streams like this are sometimes hard to find, especially if you're in a place where there aren't any, or they're underground. Maybe a city, maybe a hospital, or some other place where you can't get out. It's having visualization like this and someone experiencing this connection with nature can help others through, which I'm hoping that's what it's doing for you. I could list many places, but I'm not going to. Because if you're in one of those places, you know already. They don't always call cities concrete jungles for nothing. But even in a jungle where you don't know where the river is, concrete or trees. It's still around you. There is still some kind of nature around you. There are gods of streams, or goddesses if you would. I use God in the collective manner, which from my personal perspective should be the case. We shouldn't need to distinguish between male and female because they are. It covers all. So gods of streams, of rivers, of oceans, of trees, of brooks, of certain flowers. At the very beginning of spring, we had Bridget, and
Snowdrops.
if you're watching this and you're connected with Christianity, you had St. David's Day with the daffodil. Because this is about just being able to be in a place by watching a place. Transporting yourself through your meditations, through being close to the screen so that that's all you can see, maybe in a dark room. But for me, this is a place to ground, for self-care, to be. And if this inspires you to calm, to write, to sing, to write a song, to go out into the wilds, or to just listen to everything around you, the birds singing, the bees buzzing, the water trickle. Then inspire others. Encourage them to do something similar. Don't force them. If they don't want to do it, they don't want to do it. You've done your job by mentioning it. By others being able to see how calm and relaxed you are. How much you can smile. I keep looking down this way because that's where the stream is, where you can hear that brook, that bubbling brook. And it just makes me feel better, recharged, allows me to breathe. And as I always say, be inspired, inspire, and breathe. Blessed be.